Oh shit! Fuck. Hi and welcome back to my channel where we look at news, reviews and rides going on in the PV community. On this episode we're talking about how I survived a 40-mile-an-hour crash on my electric mountain board. So let's check it out. Okay, right, so what happened? So I went to one of the Cyclopart events that I filmed once before, which will be in the description below. Really good event where a lot of PVs turn up. One wheels, EUCs, skateboards, mountain boards, scooters, whatever. Anything electrically powered and which is an electric vehicle is welcome to do so. Now what happened at this event was one of the organisers decided that we should do a drag race in each category. So skateboards, one wheel scooters, whatever they want to do, doing a drag race. Now I was lined up with I think about 5 riders, a few DIYs, a tramper and obviously my Apex board. Now setting off the lights, it's about half a mile stretch I think it was. Racing the boards absolutely fine. Now when we took off everything was good. As you can see I am completely dead straight during this race, absolutely fine. Pass under the bridge and as you can see I hit this patch of which I think it was uneven surface ever so slightly, and what happened is it caused my board to have a tiny speed wobble and then do like a full 180 twist which locked and flew me off the board. Now on my Meta app when I was looking it back, at the point of my fall I was doing about 40 miles an hour on my mountain board. The reason why I pushed my board even harder than I would normally is because I was catching second place, so I thought if I keep speed up absolutely be fine. But what happened was obviously I've hit that patch of tarmac and it's just twisted me and made me fly off my board. Luckily with this event there were so many cameras there, so we got multiple different angles of the ride. Now looking back, I definitely think it was a combination of a lot of things. I don't necessarily tinker with my board very much in different scenarios like increasing pressure on my tyres or tying up my trucks, but I think with obviously like a drag race and high speed racing you need to tighten up and you need to make sure your PSI is nice and high so you got that stability at high speeds. Looking back now, was a mistake. Competitiveness came out of me and I was pushing the mountain board far beyond it should have been going. Looked on the Meta app, it was doing like 95% of its power. So anyway, going back to the main purpose of this video now, I thought this would be a great opportunity to talk about e-skate protection. So I'm going to split this up into different categories, starting the head, working the body down on things which I think are a necessity for electric skateboards, any PVs, and basically riding at different speeds. So let's first of all talk about helmets. Now with helmets, they kind of come in with like multiple different flavors. Now unfortunately for me, I've got a massive head, so it's very limited on the options that I have to ride. Most of the time, when I'm going out for just kind of casual cruise, I will use something called like a half lid. Now this is the half lid that I used on my accident. It is by Anon. It's the only helmet I could find at the beginning. This is helmet actually. It's been with me since day one, so this will be sad to go. I'm going to show some B-roll now, but as you can see, we've had a massive impact, and this is why helmets are so important. So it'd be sad to see this go. But this is kind of the helmet I use mostly for like mountain boarding and just kind of cruising the shops. Now going forward, I think I'm going to get probably something that Lee Wright uses, which is like a open face, not open face, like a full face helmet with like ventilation all over, mostly used in motocross, just to give me a nice wide set of vision, but to protect that chin, because I was very lucky in my accident that I didn't fall on my chin. But something casual, half lid helmet, absolutely a necessity. Now, if that's not good enough for you, if you're doing speeds, say over 20 miles an hour, you might want to consider something which is called a full face. So we're going to have a look at my full face now. Now for me, I absolutely love using my Rock Atlas. Now, like I said, my head is enormous. And with the Rock line, this is the only one that fits me. Now this is the double XL. So this is what I use mostly for the higher end boards I have. On a Quad, ridden by a board with this. Anything pushing 25 plus miles an hour, this is what you want. So this is the Rock Atlas. This is in the double XL, 64 centimeters. It fits me quite nicely, which is good. Many reasons why I like this helmet, mostly because when you're going at speed, you get a lot more wind resistance, and I seem to find it kind of distinctly affected my vision. So with the wind, it really made me tear up in this and affect that. Now with this, no problem. Just lift the lid up if you need some air. Lift it down. You've got wind resistance and obviously a nice clear set of view. One thing that's really important to me is that clear range of vision. So with the Rock Atlas, I can see everything in all directions and it keep my whole face nice and clean. I know some people bash her off, but for me personally, I really like the style of them. They look quite nice. Personally for me, very, very comfortable, and they're quite lightweight as well. Visors are really easy to change, so you can change them from a day to a night cycle quite easily. I've got a full video on this on my channel if you're interested in that. I'll drop a link below on that. While I'm talking about full faces, this is another alternative thing to think about. This is something called my Pack Top Mobile. This is on my channel as well, for intercom. If you're taking phone calls, listening to music, one tap and you've got all that to go. But like I said, that's on my channel in the description below if you want a full review of that. So this is what I call the star of the show. Now this is my lazy rolling armoured reflective jacket. I've also got the hoodie and the performance jacket in a review which will be down in the description below. Loads of stuff I've done more detail on, so I'm just going to cover everything right now. But this is what saved me and the helmet and all the other stuff we're talking about today a trip to the hospital. So one thing that's really important to make note of with your lazy rolling clothing is that it's got like a Kevlar lining inside the jacket, so that's really good to protect you with something like road rash when you hit the impact of the floor. Now with the jacket and the clothing, you also get the pads and different types of them. So I'll show you one of those pads now. Now this is one of the elbow and shoulder pads. This is what I hit the floor on straight away. This is the basic level. I've got the other ones as well in my performance jacket, which is on the link below, but this is going to be for the shoulder. So as you can see, it goes round and hugs your shoulder for the impact there, and that goes round the elbow as well. So when I fell, I put both my arms in like a tuck position, and this took the full force of the jacket and obviously my body, which absolutely saved me. There's also a large one in the back which covers your back as well, and all those working together definitely saved me a trip to the hospital. But if you want the full review, that will be going in the description below. But I can't thank laser rolling enough for making a product that has not once but twice saved me a trip to the hospital. So this was the upper body. So that's all the upper body done, upper body stuff done. Next thing we're gonna look at the extremities onto my hands. Now what was I wearing? Now when I fell, I was using these, which are the Flatland 3D gloves. These are the full finger ones, but these have like sliding on the palm of the hand, which is just here and here. But the big feature, and I will take it out, is this, which is the wrist guard. And now this protected my wrist when I came down, because I've gone down, both elbows to the first hit, and then my hands have gone down. Now this goes like an exoskeleton on your wrist and the back of your hand, so that stops you hypothetically breaking your wrist. Now this helped me absolutely amazingly with the gloves. Now these are the full finger ones. I've got no road rash here. I've got a bit damaging. So that's what I was saying. I've got a bit of damaging in the finger, but that's just wear and tear. But overall, that absolutely saved me from road rash on my hand. So I'll be definitely sorting out another pair of Flatland 3D gloves soon. But with the armor jacket and the Flatland 3D gloves, these two together saved my upper body. Next thing is we're going to talk about low extremities. So I was wearing these, which are the lazy rolling pants, or trousers we say in the UK. Now these have the same kind of system that the jacket has as well. So there's Kevlar lining all over the material, which helped out a lot. There's also like hip protection, so on your hips there's some pads that go either side, but these help my legs on the ride. And then also these knee pads fit inside here as well. So these are kind of like all use of the kind of lazy rolling system, but these went over the knee pads and helped me amazingly with that. So these knee pads were saving my legs for road rash and also impact damage, because when I fell I hit my side and my hip, and so those pads took most of the brunt there. But overall, damage onto my body was only road rash here, which is a friction burn, because what happened was as I hit the impact of the track, this moved ever so slightly and then gave me friction burn. So if I didn't have that, that would have been concrete. So most important thing, guys, to pad up, and also think about what kind of ride you're going to do. If you're competitive racing, you need more protection, obviously, because you're doing more risky rides. But if you guys got any other questions about other protective gear that I should necessarily look at, or other things that you think I should consider from going out for a longer ride, and what other stuff you guys use, please put a comment below and we'll check it out on the channel. But that's overall, guys. I do count myself very, very lucky for this accident. It could have been much, much worse, but all I had was a little graze on my elbow, thanks to my Flatland 3D gloves saving my hands and my lazy rolling gear protecting my body. So, and obviously a lid keeping yourself safe. Going forward, full face, and I'll probably be wearing the same gear as I've been wearing before, because it helped me massively. So I want to say thank you very much for watching. Subscribe for more content. It comes out on a weekly basis. You guys take care, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.